له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. قال الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز بعد أن أقول أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Indeed, all praises for Allah. We thank Him and we seek His guidance, we seek His help, we seek His forgiveness, and we seek refuge with Him from the evil of ourselves and from the sins of that we have committed. Indeed, whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guided, there is no misguiding for him, and whomsoever He misguided, you will never find anyone to guide him. And we bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only Him alone, and we bear witness that Muhammad is His messenger and His slave. As for what follows, indeed the most truthful of the words is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran, and the best of guidance is the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the worst of actions is the innovation, and every innovation is a misguidance, and every misguidance leads to hell. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, He said, "Yeah, O you people, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fear your Lord who has created you from a single soul and created from it its wife and created from them to many males and females. And fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will ask you who will ask you about Himself and the relations. Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all watching over you." Inshallah, today we're going to be talking. The topic I chose is helping others in need. You know, we're all surrounded by brothers and Muslims, alhamdulillah, our brothers and sisters in Islam, alhamdulillah. We're in Masjid. We have a very good community here, and obviously throughout life we're going to find each one of us are going to find ourselves in difficult times, and obviously we're also going to need different people to lean our shoulders on, and we're going to be we need to be shoulders that others can lean themselves on. And many times they're going to come to us to help, and many times we're going to have to offer to give them help. In a long hadith narrated by Imam Muslim in his Sahih, he narrated that Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man naffasa an mu'minin kurbatin min kurabi dunya," whomsoever gives relief to a brother, to a Muslim believer regarding a calamity that he has been afflicted with in this earth, you know, any sort of calamity, be it financial problems, family problems, any sort of problems, anything. نَفَّسَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُ كُرْبَةً مِّن كُرَبِ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. Whoever does that, whoever does this support, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will relieve him of a calamity of the calamities of the Day of Judgment. And obviously the Day of Judgment has way bigger calamities. You know, the calamities are just incomprehensible. So for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove any single one of those calamities that we can't even understand just because we did something small for someone in this life is unimaginable. And you know, it's a very great reward that we should all be reaching forward to. Then the hadith continues, وَمَنْ يَسَّرَ عَلَى مُعْسِرٍ يَسَّرَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. And whomsoever makes something easy for someone who's going through a difficult time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make something easy for him in this life and the next. You know, it's just something simple. It doesn't matter what it is. It's something simple, be it, you know, there's a hadith, just removing something from some sort of dirt from the streets, so that the next person who comes after you takes the street. He won't have to maybe watch out for his feet or something. Just these simple things, any sort of ease you make easy for someone who's going to go through a hardship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make things easy for you in this life and the next. وَمَنْ سَتَرَ مُسْلِمًا, and whomsoever hides the faults of a Muslim. All of us have our faults, and maybe we know the faults of some others, maybe we don't. But whomsoever hides the fault, if you know the fault of a brother, you don't spread it. Whomsoever does this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, سَتَرَهُ اللَّهُ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cover his faults in this life and the next. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that if you hide something of your brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hide it not only in this life, He'll hide it in the next life. And there's a lengthy hadith about how some people on the Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make a dome surrounding them, and He'll be questioning them one on one. Because He wants to make sure their sins are covered. No one else will know it, even on the Yawm al-Qiyamah. That this is the sort of covering that we, inshallah, all of us will get. وَاللَّهُ فِي عَوْنِ الْعَبْدِ مَا كَانَ الْعَبْدُ فِي عَوْنِ أَخِيهِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in the support of his slave, his servant, so long as this slave, the servant, is in the support of his brother. It's very simple. Just have the back of your brother in Islam, have the back of your sister in Islam. Whenever they need your help, you're there for him. There's a different hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Help your brother whether he is the oppressed or the oppressor." If he's being oppressed, then you support him against the oppressor. And if he's the oppressor, you tell him that you're going too far. You need to calm down. This is not right. So any sort of thing we are doing, you are in the support of your brother, and then Allah Subhanahu will have your support. He'll make things easy for you. And these are very simple things that just small things. Helping your brother when he's in need. Maybe it's something small you have to do. It's something simple, helping your brother when he needs a ride, when he needs something, some small anything, anything. And as long as you're in support of him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support you. He'll make everything easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whomsoever fears Allah and does the actions right, He will make things easy for him. He'll open the paths of khair for him. He'll open everything for him. And this is the hadith earlier we said it. وَمَنْ يَسَّرَ عَلَى مُعْسِرٍ يَسَّرَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. Whoever makes it easy for someone who's, it's not something so hard. Maybe it's just 5 minutes out of your time that you can make something easy for someone. 2 minutes out of your time, just something, anything. And there's a lot of times, sometimes we don't talk to people we haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe they're going through a tough time. We don't know. But just call them up, make sure they're okay, stuff like that. In the end, what the message is, this whole hadith, this long hadith that the Prophet ﷺ is saying, all of this, listing down things that if you do, Allah Ta'ala will do something similar and of greater value. All of these things, they're small things we can do on a day-to-day basis. And inshallah, we can all incorporate these into our lives. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة على من لا نبي بعده. أما بعد، قال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. Continuing forward with the topic of helping a brother in need whenever we can. There's a smaller hadith, slightly different, but small differences. It adds some more, but at the same time it's reiterating what was said in the previous hadith. This hadith is قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم المسلم أخو المسلم لا يظلمه ولا يسلمه ومن كان في حاجة أخيه كان الله في حاجته. ومن فرج على مسلم كربة فرج الله بها كربة من كرب يوم القيامة ومن ستر مسلما ستره الله يوم القيامة متفق عليه. This hadith, in this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. You know, we have the brotherhood between us, the bond. He does not wrong him. He does not do any sort of injustice to him. Even the smallest thing, even there's no sort of wronging whatsoever. And nor does he surrender him, as in surrender him to his enemies. Obviously we don't go through this sort of level of things in this day and age. But the idea is that you don't expose the faults of your brother. You don't surrender him. You don't leave him alone when he is in a tough situation. And whomsoever, the hadith continues, and whomsoever is there when his brother is in need, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be there for him in his time of need. It's like I said in the previous khutbah, it's something small. It's not, we don't have to be doing something big. It can be 5 minutes of our time, it can be 10 minutes of time, even if it's an hour of our time. It's narrated that Ibn Abbas said that for me to walk and help my brother in his difficulty is more beloved to me than doing i'tikaf for 10 years. So i'tikaf for 10 years, obviously that has a very tremendous amount of reward. But he's saying that just walking with my brother down the streets, taking his hand, telling him I'll help him, where can I help? And then helping him, that's more beneficial to me in my eyes than i'tikaf of 10 years. So like incredible amounts of reward and importance put on this thing. Both of these hadith mention and emphasize the blessing and reward of being there for our fellow brothers and sisters in Islam. And it's not, like as I keep on saying, it's not something difficult. It's not even if it is something difficult, it's something worth it. This is our akhirah that's in play here. We're putting actions towards our akhirah. It's not something. It's the highest investment that's possible. So inshallah, all of us, we can put some small time, whether it be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, 10 hours, whatever it is, a day, couple of days, weeks, whatever, and towards helping our brothers in Islam and brothers and sisters in Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make things easy for us. Will cover our faults. Will do everything for us that we need. Be there for us in our time of need, inshallah. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم كن معنا ولا تكن علينا. اللهم آتنا ولا تحرمنا. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات. اللهم كن معنا ولا تكن علينا. اللهم آتنا ولا تحرمنا. اللهم وصلى اللهم وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.